Hello. At a period about 6 years ago, I had a number of supernatural experiences. Those experiences gave me a greater insight into the way this world is actually constructed, the system that we live under, and even the routines of daily life, in the workplace, going to a supermarket, the food we eat, the television we watch, the music we listen to. Every single thing I started to question. I looked at the mainstream press, the newspapers, the system we call the media. I looked at how the whole construct of terrorism and warfare and the incredibly fear-based, negative apparatus of these individuals who many researchers have called the Illuminists. They've been called many other names through thousands and thousands of years, through the rise and decline of many dozens of different civilizations across this planet and preserving their bloodlines. And through this series of supernatural experiences, there was a consciousness shift in my own mind patterns, within my own thought forms, where I began questioning everything. Now, many of you have heard of many other people who have gone through similar things, and no, I didn't have any kind of majorly divine revelation. I didn't believe that I had become some kind of anointed super being. I literally went through a hellishness of reperceiving this reality and the very greatly contrasted darkness against the lightness that really is that polarized in what we perceive as this 3D kind of physical dimension. Everything from money, credit, debits, mortgages, housing, property, every single construct, especially of Western civilization, the Western hemisphere of this planet, the Western world, I really started to realize that it was a farce. It was a huge deception of incredible complex social manipulation. And I realized that the vibrational control of all of these aspects was designed to create a perception of reality and maintain a suppressed collective unconscious of humanity in this insanity that we call reality. And the people that are running this system, a system that they fully developed in a very ancient period of history, a long, long, long time ago, is the reasons why we're in the mess on this planet today that we're in. Now, I'm not going to go into just giving you a series of negatives where I'm simply going to keep talking to you continually about the dark vibrational stuff, the Novus Ordo Mundi, the New World Order that you've heard many people talk about many times over. The agenda is quite clear. There are many websites out there. There is a vast amount of information, and many of you will say, yeah, I've heard all this before. This individual's talking the same kind of stuff that I've heard 1,001 other people already talk. I am not here to literally offload and just give you negative after negative. I am going to give you a general outline from my own personal perspective, from the supernatural experiences I had at a period of around 6 years ago, and from the vibrational changes within myself that took me through the greatest darkness and back through those heavy and darker, very dense vibrations to understand the lightness within my own soul, my own mind patterns, my own consciousness, and therefore my own individual perception of this reality. It is a very complex world we live in. The people that are controlling, maintaining, and continually manipulating this system to continually create a collective victimization of the mind patterns of humanity. The individuals that are doing that are highly intelligent, they are extremely hidden, they are well concealed, they use signs, they use symbols, they use great indirect messages through the media, through the usage of advertising, through colour, through various types of architecture, building design, property development, and so on. We live within the swamped magnetic and electric frequencies, the resonances of that fully developed reality perception that they have created for us, because we as a collective unconscious tolerate being treated as victims. And so you have a collective victimization, whereas in an ideal world we would have a collective optimization of humanity and the collective unconscious of humanity's mind patterns and thought forms that would create Earth into being literally a golden paradise for all of humanity, for every soul on this earth, of every race and creed, of every religion, of every belief system, every worship system. Now, of course, the individuals that we can call the Illuminists and their Novus Ordo Mundi do not want that. They want divide and rule, they want hatred, they want bloodshed, they want ritual sacrifice through warfare, conflict. It creates and continually maintains and expands and intensifies the negative vibrational frequencies, the low, thick, three-dimensional perceptive reality. It fixates the consciousness of humanity into their, in other words, their kind of constructed insanity. It suits their needs to keep their power, their wealth, their material goods, their assets, their property, their military-industrial complex, and the entire system predominantly that is based within the Western world, the western half of this planet, especially towards the larger continents that we all live on, where we would class these as first world countries, first world continents, first world land masses, with all the amenities of modern living, of modern life, that are, for many people, for much of humanity in the towns and the cities of these countries, great comfort zones. It's a very easy way of life. It's a convenient lifestyle. From fast food to computer games to the internet, through endless amounts of television and incredibly intoxicating and mind-controlling forms of music. So the entire system we have tolerated being given to us because of those victimization patterns, and through what you may have heard before from many other people, the law of attraction, collectively, electrically, magnetically, that has been drawn to us as our perceived reality. And then the people that run the system, the Illuminists, maintain that illusion over humanity, because they then realize that in order to keep power, they have to keep us enslaved within their system. And in the next section, I shall be specifically talking about the Illuminati themselves, and the creation of the various secret societies, predominantly created at later dates from their own belief systems, their own control systems. And so I look forward to speaking to you in the next section.